Hey everyone, my name's Paparonio, but you can call me. Actually, you can't call me because I'm not giving you my cell phone number. But anyways, so yeah, I'm finally doing like a voice reveal thing. I know nobody was asking for my voice, but I wanted to do it anyway, and it makes it easier to read stuff. So basically, I wanted to start doing like reaction videos. Not really like reaction videos, like I'll do stuff like telling my story, talking about different topics, maybe read some subreddits, maybe read some stuff on subreddits, maybe read some stuff on Twitter, who knows. But today I wanted to read some Am I the A-hole? Or actually not or, why am I saying or? But Am I the A-hole? Alright. That is it doesn't actually say a-hole. You can look up am I the ASSHOLE for it. I just can't really say it. I don't get monetized. It's just that I just don't want to say it in public. Public? Alright. Alright, let's get it started then. Am I the a-hole for telling my family to fly private? I was recently flying from New York City to... Hold on, I gotta look it up. Let's see. What is lax? Hold on. If anyone can tell me in the comments what lax means. Like, I know it's a place because it says from New York City to LAX. So I'm just gonna assume lax. I just don't know what it is. But for a work anyway, I was recently flying from New York City to Lax for a work trip, and I had the displeasure of sitting next to a family and a little boy, 9. I got on the plane in the midst of issues with my diabetes, and I needed to eat within 2 hours, so I began snacking. Alright, sorry about that. I'm really sorry about diabetes, by the way. It's a terrible thing to have. I immediately began receiving dirty looks from the parents, and the mother said, "Can you not do that, our son?" So I can you put not put you could you not do that, our son? What? That made no sense. Anyways, so I put my food away and figured I'd wait until the flight attendant came around so I could buy food from her and eat at an acceptable time to just show some respect for their wishes. So the flight attendant came around to buy with her beverages and snacks. I started to ask her for a Coke and a snack box, but before I could finish the sentence, the father says nothing for this row. We're all set here. And she continues on. I go up to press the call light so I can get my food and drink because I actually need it, and the father says our fun has Prader-Willi. We prefer if you don't eat because it causes tantrums when he doesn't know he can't eat and he's always hungry. I'm close to a tantrum myself at this point, so I look at him in the eye and say, "I don't care. Fly private if you don't want if you want to control your surroundings." The flight attendant comes around back and I get my food and my drink. I snarf it down and chug my soda and sit back. As soon as I'm calmed and able to open my laptop to get back to work, the mother leans in and says, I feel a call to educate you about my son's disease. I feel a calling to educate you about my son's disease. Wow, what a Karen. And I felt my entire body clench up. She keeps talking to me, and I have to explain to her how I made her son feel. And I said, "Listen, lady, I don't effing care. I'm gonna handle my type 1 diabetes the way I see fit. And you're going to handle your son the way you see fit. I'm not endangering myself because you don't want to deal with a tantrum." And sorry, I can't read. that something that you'll find out from these videos is that I just can't read at all. If you want to control your other people, then you better book all the seats in the row, or you fly effing private. I recounted the story to a friend of mine once, and I gotten off the plane, and she immediately told me that I was a huge a-hole, and that I should have gotten them a little bit of grace due to their son's condition. I kind of feel bad at the same time. I think it's unavoidable if you're going if you're going around others. Actually, Prater Willie. Let me look that up. Alright, let me just get a screenshot. Don't even know if I screenshotted that, but it says Prader-Willi syndrome, PWS, is a genetic disorder caused by lack of function of specific genes of chromosome 15. In newborns, symptoms include weak muscles, poor feeding, and slow development. Beginning of childhood, those who are affected become constantly hungry, who often leads to obesity and type 2 diabetes. Alright, well, I'm on the fence. Alright, so, the family, they were just being like, hey, could you please not eat, like, our son got this condition, but then, also, the person doing this, it's not me, I'm obviously reading a subreddit, because I said that at the beginning of the video. Why am I even talking about this? I don't know, but then you also got your own condition that you need to eat for to keep your blood sugar up. So, I'm on the fence. Undecided. Next one. Alright. Ooh, new one. Am I the a-hole for expecting to be Venmo'd right away for the cost of dinner? 5 of us, 18-year-old female, 18 females, 18-year-old female, 20-year-old female, went to Nobu to celebrate our friend's birthday. Splitting the check is a hassle, so I paid, and they all would Venmo me. It's Nobu, so the tab is large. All of them but one Venmo'd me promptly. The last one hadn't answered my Venmo request for several days. She'd known I requested, and I texted her. I saw red. So I texted the group and say, hey, X, can you Venmo me for Nobu? I haven't gotten it yet. She texted back and said, that's a private matter. You don't need to say anything about the chat to make me look bad. Yet she still hasn't paid. You're not the a-hole. No. Also, what is Nobu? I'm looking up so many things. No, not MBO. Nobu. Alright. Let's see. Nobu restaurants. Oh, so it's like a super expensive place. I thought it was like a whole, place. Never mind. Alright, yeah, number 2. You're not the a-hole. Alright, next one. I can fit a couple more in. Am I the a-hole for refusing to shave my head in solitary with my cousin? I, 15-year-old female, have a cousin, Anna, also 15-year-old female. We spent every minute together growing up, and I've only ever really think of her as my best friend, not as my cousin. A few weeks ago, Anna got diagnosed with cancer. I won't go into the details, but there was a lot of shock in my family. While the doctor said she would survive with treatment, they suggested she start chemo ASAP. I haven't been going to school much in the past few weeks, and have been staying at their house most of the time. Anna has difficulties making friends, and I think she just wants to be with someone she actually trusted. Not that she didn't trust her parents, it's just a different kind of trust. Obviously, it's a horribly situation. It's a horribly situation. It's a horrible situation but she's taken it reasonably well considering the circumstances. She decided to shave her head before starting the chemo and booked an appointment to get it done. A few days before the appointment, my aunt invited me and my mom over and told us that she was going to surprise Anna by shaving her head too when when she was out getting hers done. We thought it was a great idea, and I don't know what it would mean if it would mean a lot to Anna. However, when then she asked my mom and I to do it with her. My mom agreed, but I didn't want to. I know that sounds selfish, I know Anna and I really didn't see how me doing it, how me not doing it would have a negative impact on her. I didn't want to stand out at school or have anyone say anything about it. I'm aware of how bad this sounds, since Anna doesn't have a choice, but that is my only reason. Um, right away, you're the a-hole, dude. Like, I'm sorry, like, I know, like, people care about the hair, right? But if your cousin that is, like, more like your best friend than your cousin, right? You should probably do whatever it takes for them to make them feel better. You know, sometimes also you said that I know that sounds selfish. That is very selfish. Um, there's been a couple people that have been diagnosed. People in my family that have been diagnosed, and I can't really do a lot for them, and I feel really bad about it. But I know like I'm kind of feel sounding like I'm like automatically, but that seems kind of selfish. You know, that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know in the comments if you're even watching. But like it doesn't seem right to be like, no, I'm not gonna shave my hair because you want me to. Like I'm not going to school to do that. Um, like especially because even if you don't like want to, there's different like things that you can donate your hair. If you actually did shave it off, you can donate your hair to a cancer society. You know, donate your hair to someone who needs it. You know. Anyway, back to the story. My aunt got angry and started yelling at me, saying I was selfish and didn't care about Anna at all. She wouldn't let me explain and called me an a-hole. She told me to go home and that I wasn't welcome back in her house. She said if I actually wanted to help Anna, I would do this one little thing for her, and I clearly didn't care about anyone but myself. My parent thought my parents thought my aunt did was unfair, but I couldn't blame her for considering how much pressure she was under. I agree, but I don't really care about her apologizing. I just want her to let me back into Anna's life. The ironic text part of it is that I secretly texted Anna and told her what had happened, and she said that she didn't care at all whether or not I shaved my head. I haven't been able to see her since, despite asking my aunt many times to let me to hear me out. She's still saying until I get my hair, I shave my head. So and I'm not welcome. So am I the a-hole? Well, Reddit doesn't say anything. Um. It's a big thing to ask. Definitely. It's a very big thing to ask to be like out of the blue, like, hey, can you shave your head? Um, I can see, I'm kinda like, if the cousin doesn't care, then I guess you're not the a-hole. You know? I can forgive that. You know, like, if the cousin doesn't care, then, you know, like, it's, it's forgivable. Alright, I think we got time for one more short one. Am I the a-hole for telling my daughter that she wasn't welcome in my life unless she acts right? My son told me told me to maybe try to get some outside perspective, so here I am. I, 49-year-old female, have one son, 26-year-old male, and have chosen one chosen daughter, 25 female. When I was younger, I had a best friend. I'll call her E. And it was fun, but E was a very fun but very unreliable person. We had always spoken about having a child at the same time, so when I got pregnant, so did she. The first 5 years went great. We were still incredibly close as you can be with new parents. But when her boyfriend died, her life and mental health got wrecked. E's family wasn't in her life, so E found a new life meaning every night. I often let her daughter G with me. I always loved G. I always wanted a daughter, and I eventually cut off E. But G has always been family, so I told her that I see her as much of a child as my son. I'm sorry. I really hate to cut it off now. I know you guys are probably not watching, but if you are, thank you. If you're watching this right now, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. This has been a goal of mine for a while now to be able to be able to play games, and I think I'm a pretty charismatic person, and be able to talk and stuff. So if you're watching this, thank you for helping me make my dreams come true. Um, I will see you guys next time, and have a positive day.